How you doing? Welcome to Coffee, Sage, and Tarot. This is going to be the weekly check-in for all signs, February 2nd through to the 8th. Everything is timestamped, so check the description. I will see you at your sign. But first, let's go ahead and see the universal message for all signs this week. Two of Pentacles with the Ten of Wands. Interesting. So, hanging on to something here. It's almost like our energy doesn't want to let something go, and that's why we're juggling. So, for some of you, I would definitely say we're still struggling with that ending from a couple of weeks ago here. Juggling these ideas, juggling something new, trying to make something new happen while closing out that loop of whatever we were trying to close a couple of weeks ago here. A lot of the signs are moving and grooving, busy, definitely busy here, focused, maybe trying to do too much, a little too moving, a little too grooving. You know what I mean? We'll see how this relates to you at your sign. Let's go ahead and get started. Aries, how you doing? Let's get into it and see what we can see for the week of February 2nd, please. Show me Aries. Too many. Show me Aries, please. Too many. Show me Aries, please. We're feeling a little feisty, I see. 3 cards. Show me Aries clearly and concisely for the week of February 2nd, please. There we go. Thank you. Hierophant with that 3 of Pentacles here. Interesting. Conservative. 3 of Pentacles. 8 of Cups, the Star. Aries, I'm getting this feeling we're not trying to start anything new here. We're trying to focus on what we have. Interesting. Let's get some more clarifiers here. Yeah, I'm feeling that tension with that 5 of Swords for sure. Hierophant energy here. King of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, the Sun, Queen of Wands, 10 of Wands in the reverse, Judgment, 6 of Wands, and that 5 of Cups in the shadow. Whatever this conflict is and this overthinking, this generalized kind of anxiety that we're having here, we're not trying to let it in. So that's nice to see. You're really... I feel you really focused on something here, but it's like we're not trying to start something new until we're completely finished with something else. Work might be a distraction this week for whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish here, Aries. You can't come to the ending that you want to come to, and that could be why you're juggling. You want something to go a certain way, but work or kind of your, like, the demands on your time. It's not allowing you to put things down that you no longer want to carry. Conservative is what I heard here. We're being a little bit more conservative. Perhaps I would say mindful. Generally aware of our intentions this week. And I would say that we're dealing in absolutes. It's all yes or it's all no. This week, Aries, I feel you kind of being a little bit unbending. There's no in between here. There's no gray area is what I'm seeing for you here. You have a plan, you're focused, and things are either a distraction or they're not for you this week. Yeah, there's no gray area. There's no room for movement here. And whatever this is, this 10 of Wands energy that you're not able to put down in this moment, that I feel is that struggle with that 2 of Pentacles. You don't want to carry this anymore. And you're trying to find a way to get rid of it. Wheel of Fortune and the Fool. Yeah, we want to be free of this energy. We want to get rid of this ending here. Free up our time to focus on what we want to focus on. Everything else is, I'm just seeing as a nuisance here, right? Unnecessary. But you're still carrying it, right? So it feels like an obligation, which is why I say work. Wheel of Fortune here could be that, you know, this is, again, an obligation, could be a karmic obligation. It could even be that Wheel of Fortune is stepping in and kind of saying, okay, I know we're getting there, right? And kind of priming you to get rid of this. Right? And just this idea of you are seeing it for what it is and understanding that it's not yours to let go of yet. But that energy of that Fool, we want to be done with this, right? There's an understanding here with that Sun energy, and your Queen is being blocked, right? Because she can't maneuver in the way that she wants to, but it feels like soon. And we're focused on that soon, right? Yeah, just not yet. It's not a, what is that saying? It's not a no, it's a not yet. And I feel like that's what we're saying here this week for you, Aries. Not yet, but soon. This is what I have for you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Leo, how you doing? Let's jump right in and see. Oh, that was quick. Too many. Let's see what we can see. There we go. Thank you. All right, so we've got that Page of Wands here and the 10 of Swords in the shadow, kind of matching that energy of that 10 of Wands, Magician here. And there you are hiding in your shadow between these 10s. It feels like you're trying to dig your way out here. That's kind of this vibe. You're fired up and you're trying to find your way out of whatever it is. Yeah, 7 of Cups showing up. Let's get some more clarifiers for Leo. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, that was very quick. Yeah, we're really trying to put something behind us here and move forward in the direction where we feel good, we feel sound, stable, secure, and come to a period of enjoyment. Leo, yeah, it feels like we're fighting our way back to this, or fighting our way through whatever this ending is that we are trying to solidify and really be done with. I feel like whatever this loop is, it definitely is something that has been on your mind and something that you've been struggling with since the start of 2026. And for whatever reason, we are really fired up this week and really passionate about putting this to bed. How do we move forward? Perhaps you gain some clarity on that this week that you've been struggling to find as it relates to this situation. But I really see you kind of fighting here for yourself, standing up for yourself, and kind of, yeah, just crawling your way through this, and really like mentally, okay, pushing yourself forward. Okay, this is a mental week for you this week. It's a mental game. What are you giving to? What are you choosing here? Are we going to sit in the ending, or are we going to focus forward, right? And I feel like that's what we're trying to do. That Knight of Swords energy kind of feels like your mindset, right? Surrounding this ending and any kind of doubt or fear or insecurity coming through here. It's kind of like, no. We have to, we see it for what it is. We have to just block this off so that we can really close this loop and be done with whatever we need to be done with here. So you're getting passionate. You're focusing on yourself here. You're really focusing on closing this ending. And with that Two of Pentacles, right, it's a juggling act. Making sure that we're not paying attention to what, not giving anything any more time than it needs. We have the Devil and the Six of Wands showing up here with that Five of Cups. Yeah, accept what we lost, or accept whatever this dynamic is, right? So that we can move on. I feel like you're so close, Leo. Devil in that Six of Wands, right? We need to move on. We need to move past this energy, right? We're done getting caught up in whatever this situation was, whatever this dynamic was for you. We're ready to fully move forward and put the full weight of our being behind that momentum away from this. Okay? You're fired up. You're ready to go. You're figuring out how to make that happen. Hopefully by the end of this week, we will feel good about at least creating some distance between us, Leo, and whatever this dynamic was. Okay? You got this. I know you do. You can do it. Alrighty. You're fighting the good fight, and you're doing it for yourself, and that's amazing. Leo, so good to see you fired up and gearing up to take some movement forward here. It's quite lovely. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you as always, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Sagittarius, how you doing? Let's jump right in and see what we can see for the week of February 2nd. Okay, Six of Wands. That's really nice. That's really nice. We're having some success, perhaps even some recognition here of how you're moving forward, right? And standing in that present moment. So if there is some sort of recognition of something that you're doing good, right? Or just a general shout out for you, Sagittarius. What I'm seeing here is that you're standing in the moment and allowing yourself to receive that, right? And feel hopefully good about that. Feel hopefully good, and then I'm like, oh, maybe not, as I'm looking into that shadow. Hopefully this energy we're releasing with that Eight of Swords and that Ten of Swords, right? Whatever ending is, we're trying not to let ourselves overthink it, get caught up in what we are leaving behind, right? Interesting. Yeah, I'm seeing you trying to block this energy. It's like, no, we're moving on. We said we were moving on. We're being very intentional about that, right? Yeah, very much. This is done. We are moving forward. Aries had this kind of similar energy with that Hierophant, right? Very much. Everything is black and white. We said we were done with this. We are done with this. How do we move forward? We'll do it. We will do it. It's like every week I have a new setup for whatever reason, and I just need to play with the cards. That's what I need to do. Coming into your clarifiers here, we have the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Wands, Hierophant, Page of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, the Chariot, Nine of Cups, and that Queen of Wands, right? So again, like I said, here we're blocking off and we're being very intentional right? Keeping with that kind of name of the game in 2026 and saying, we are done with this. It serves no purpose for us. We're blocking any residual energy from this ending away, right? Including how we feel, including any anxiety that might be surrounding this situation. We are not allowing it to get out of control, okay? So you're being very mindful about that here. You could even be relying on someone or some mentor, you could be seeking out affirmation, something like that, to kind of help you keep this in its nice tidy place that you have placed it. Okay, Page of Wands. Yeah, we're fired up about where we're headed, where we're going next, right? And keeping that momentum. We have Sagittarius, we want what's best for us. And so whatever that looks like for you moving forward, that's what we are focused on. We're not letting this thing drive us anymore. We're not letting that energy drive the train. Sagittarius is driving the train, right? Sagittarius has the best conductor, toot toot, moving us forward. You are in control, right? From a sound place. And it's like, we want to keep moving in that direction, in a good direction. Right? Really lovely. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, Aries got that card as well. Page of Swords. So really focusing on being in the present moment. Right? It's interesting. So all of the monthlies are out, and I think it was Aries monthly, which kind of relates to you in this moment. There's a difference between acknowledging the past, working through the past, and reliving it, right? And it feels like you're being intentional about not reliving whatever this is. We can learn, grow, heal from this, but the time is done for reliving whatever that was. And we are being very intentional about moving forward, right? Celebrating our wins, our successes, celebrating where we are headed, all that we have done, all that we have become, right? And moving from that positive heart space instead of from this anxiety, overthinking, cringe, oh my God, I did that 10 years ago space. Okay. Sagittarius, this is what I have for you. Deliberate, right? With that Two of Pentacles and that 10 of Wands here, we're being deliberate. Yes, we acknowledge that ending. Yes, we acknowledge that it was challenging, but you have showed up super intentional since we started this year. And it feels like you are trying to maximize 2026 for you in the best possible way. And so that Two of Pentacles, we're juggling this new energy, right? We're trying it on and feeling it out, how we exist and breathe in this space of Sagittarius is good. Sagittarius is amazing. What is Sagittarius going to do to feel good through 2026 and beyond, right? I love this. I love this for you. That's what I have for you this week. You're showing up lovely, still intentional, and I am here for it. We'll see you next time, Sagittarius. Enjoy your week. Capricorn, how you doing? Let's jump right in and see what we can see. There we are. The Sun. Oh, that's nice. With that Six of Cups energy here. Okay. So focusing more heart-centered, and I could see that Two of Pentacles being kind of a juggling act for you, right? Giving attention to how we're feeling, right? And acknowledging that our emotions are part of the conversation this week. Even if it is a little bit of a struggle for you, right? You're listening to yourself, or at least trying to operate from, like I said, a little bit more of a heart-focused place. The Sun, that's lovely. Perhaps some of you, I'm getting this idea that some of you are on vacation. Even if it is a little bit of a staycation here, to focus on yourself, focus on how you're feeling. And that feels really nice. There's a freedom that I'm getting for you for this week here, Capricorn, and that's really nice. One more card. Thank you. Yeah. Right. So that high priestess that was back here comes to your immediate shadow in your clarifiers here. Three of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Cups, Judgment, and Seven of Pentacles. So far, this Wheel of Fortune has showed up for all of the fire signs, and now it's in your clarifiers as well. So it does feel like there's some sort of karmic cycle that we're going through just as a collective. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm getting this idea of a new something. So it might not be that you're starting something new, Capricorn, but there's a new outlook here, okay? And we're trying it out. It's like we're trying on a new dress or something, right? We're looking at all the angles here. We're trying to assess it. How does it fit in? Does it fit in, right? Playing that juggling act here, trying it on for size. Maybe we've already bought the dress and we're trying it on, or pairing it with, some clothes at our house. It's still got the tag on, but we're wearing that dress, right? That's kind of what I'm feeling here for you is, is this going to work? Is this not going to work? Well, we're trying it. We're trying it and we're seeing. And then it's like we come home after that and we're writing our little list of what worked and what didn't, right? Giving ourselves feedback here. That's what I feel like with this Six of Cups energy. Just moving from a different place, focusing on something different here and trying to bring that into at least from an emotional standpoint, how we're feeling being part of the conversation here, right? You're very interested in that introspection and that self-reflection this week here. And that looks quite nice. You're giving it a great effort here. And I'm so happy to see that for you, Capricorn. Overall, you're looking pretty good, right? And any kind of hesitation that we have, any kind of hesitation that we have is kind of surrounding this energy of, are we being too open or too vulnerable? Maybe are we showing too much of our heart a little bit? Nine of Swords, Two of Cups. Yeah, we're with that Nine of Swords again, I feel it kind of plays into whatever emotional component you're showing a little bit more of this week. And that Two of Cups, being open with it. Like, we're scared but doing it anyway kind of vibe here. But being excited to try this new dress on. You know what I mean? Being excited to get out and just enjoy a little bit, maybe feel a little bit lighter than you have been, Capricorn. But just making sure that you're listening to yourself in a way that you haven't been in a while. Okay? I actually love this for you. I really do love this for you. There's a new frequency here that I'm sensing, and it feels really lovely for you, Capricorn. Okay? And it's like, yeah, you're looking at it and you're like, oh, this is a little scary, but you're doing it anyway. And that is so commendable. I love it. Capricorn, this is what I have for you. Okay? I really hope you enjoy the week and enjoy the new dress. We'll see you next time. Take care. Taurus, how you doing? Let's get right into it and see what we can see for the week of February 2nd. Alrighty. High Priestess, Intuition here, Nine of Swords, the Fool, Knight of Pentacles. So this could be interpreted a couple different ways for you, Taurus. Feeling scared but doing it anyway, or letting go of any fear, hesitation, anxiety that we are feeling. And jumping off and saying, this doesn't serve anymore. Okay, so take it as it resonates here. Either way, you are showing up, listening to yourself, listening to your intuition. And if you're not, you should be. King of Wands here. Seven of Wands in reverse. Interesting. Three of Pentacles. The Star. I just heard a new outlook. Perhaps some of you are gaining a new outlook on life here. All right, so you're definitely listening to yourself. Oh, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. Interesting. And there's that Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune has been showing up in some way, shape, or form for the entire collective to this point. I'm just going to pull up the twos. Where are we? Accord. And the two aces, just FYI, trickery. Huh. Interesting. So we've got the two different aces here. The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords, trickery. That's throwing me off a little bit, not gonna lie. But we have the two. We have the twos every sign. So let's go ahead. A favorable chance. Interesting. So Taurus, a new outlook. I'm just getting this idea of we're seeing things as they are, not as we want them to be. Or you're seeing things how they should be, and that's not how they are. That feels more right. You're seeing things how you think they should be, but in reality, that's not how they're showing up. And so I'm wondering if that's what's plaguing you here, and you're kind of like, no, this doesn't work for me. How, like, I see, like, seeing the potential in a situation, right? I see so much in this. I see what this could be, and understanding that that's not the reality of what we're working with here. And so it feels like you're kind of rectifying that, or trying to find a happy medium and how you can exist in how things actually are. And not living in this, like, holding out hope that things will be how you think they will be, if that makes sense, right? Reality versus expectation. I feel like that is the overall theme here, Taurus, that we are dealing with. King of Wands, Seven of Wands in the reverse, Three of Pentacles, the Star, Seven of Cups, Four of Swords, and the Two of Wands. Yeah, some decision, right? I'm feeling that. And it could even be, Taurus, that veil is lifted. Expectation versus reality. I feel like that is what's happening here. That veil is lifted. We realize that we've been looking at whatever this dynamic is at. We've been looking at the potential of it. And now we're seeing the reality of it. And with that High Priestess here, there's some sort of intuition aspect of listening to yourself to find that path forward. What does this mean? What do you mean? Right? Like, I find when that veil is lifted between potential and expectation, it kind of catches you off guard. And you're kind of like, I've been wanting this to go this certain way for so long, and now, like, you're telling me I've been, like, right, like, there's this kind of idea of, like, you've been seeing it wrong kind of idea, or you've been paying attention to the wrong thing, something along those lines here. I really hope I'm articulating this properly for you, but it's kind of like, what the heck is going on here, right? And so we need to kind of center ourselves, reground ourselves, and figure out how to move forward, right? Like, make peace with the fact that what we had hoped for is not what, like, I feel like I'm being a buzzkill here, but there's some aspect of what we had hoped for that's not going to happen. And so how do we come to terms with that? And then where do we move from? Where do we move to, right? What's next is kind of what I'm seeing here. And yeah, so yeah, a little bit of trickery, a little bit of like, what the heck is going on here? And so we need to refocus, right? Come back to center in order to figure out how to move forward. Whoa, Taurus. That was a bit of a struggle. Oh, Lord. But we got there. We got there. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. And Queen of Cups here. So trust yourself for sure. And again, that feminine energy is coming in. So listen to your intuition. Dreams might be important for you, Taurus, this week. Okay. So really pay attention. If you find your mind wandering into a space, thinking interesting thoughts, right? That could be your spirit. That could be your subconscious. That could be spirit trying to speak to you. Okay. So listen. And that does often come through in dreams, but trust yourself, trust where you're headed, trust that if you don't know where you're headed right now, because whatever this kind of thing threw you for a loop, like it did for me during your reading, ground yourself. Trust that you know enough and have experienced enough to find your path forward, despite this hiccup coming through. Okay. You have the answers within you that you seek, and if you don't know the answers yet, they will be revealed. Pay attention to your dreams this week, Taurus, okay? This is what I have for you. Took a while, but we got there, okay? I appreciate you today and always. We'll see you next time, Taurus. You enjoy your week. Virgo, how you doing? Let's jump right in and see what we can see for the week of, that was too many, February 2nd through to the 8th. Show me Virgo, please. Thank you. The star in reverse. 7 of Swords. Interesting. Sabotage. Ooh, I do not like this in your shadow here. It feels like... So it definitely feels uncomfy. I feel disconnected, or this urge to disconnect from this, and that's understandable because it feels like you're kind of getting it from all sides here. Whatever this 7 of Swords energy is, it is definitely clouding you here. And if it's a person or a situation, we're kind of, could be a person, or a social dynamic here. It's not... It's really, you're caught up in it, Virgo, to the point that we can't see a way out of it. Yeah, I do not like this. Yeah, fear. Oh. Ugh. Yeah, we are craving an ending to this, like real bad. I'm getting the idea that this is a person or a social dynamic here. This does involve somebody else who's coming in and just really trying to keep your energy low, keep your frequency down. I'm hearing downgrade, right? Sink to their level. So just be very mindful of that, Virgo, as you head into this week. Disconnected is the name of the game for what I'm feeling here. And whoever this is, they want you to sink to their level. They want you to feel this. And we don't want to feel this. We need to get out of this. With that, let me back up. So we've got the 5 of Wands, the 3 of Swords, the Devil, the 10 of Swords, the Moon, Page of Pentacles, and the World, with that Tower in the shadow. Yeah, you want to break free of this energy, and hopefully with that Tower, that's what we're trying to do. This momentum forward, literally like running for the hills. That's what I'm seeing. It's like a quick, fast, let's break away from this and not look back. Okay, that's the energy that I'm getting from your shadow here. Whatever this is definitely paired with this fear. Whatever this energy is, whoever this person is, they are doing a fantastic job of keeping you where they want you. which is not succeeding, not successful, keeping you in fear, right? Seeing only what they want you to see. This is not good energy here. Okay. And we need to break free of that. So hopefully with whatever this Tower moment is, it's allowing you to see past that fear, see past where they're trying to keep you, Virgo, so that you can go ahead and break this pattern and break this off and literally run, like, bolt. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Like, go. Just go, right? This needs to exit stage left here. So Two of Pentacles, I'm wondering with this universal message here, if there is, and I think so with this Page of Pentacles, there's some sort of inkling here of we're aware of what this person or this situation is trying to do and what they are trying to keep us in, which is disconnected, which is not focused, which is distracted from where we want to be. And ultimately, it's not a beneficial energy. It is not a helpful energy, even if it might be presenting itself as that. Very much keeping you in this pain cycle, in this fear cycle, and maybe even dependent on whoever this is. Okay. With that Two of Pentacles, I feel like you're grappling with this idea of, okay, we need to end this. How do we do it? Right? And so maybe that thought is just kind of formulating for you, or it's becoming a little bit more of we're able to articulate it a little bit more. Okay. Either way, this is very concerning energy. I am not a fan of this for you, Virgo. Two of Cups, Hanged Man. Yeah, I'm getting this idea that it is a person, somebody who has a close connection to you. And Hanged Man, yeah. Hanged Man, Eight of Cups, Death. We're getting to a space where we're thinking on this dynamic, thinking on this person, thinking on these interactions here differently, right? In order to be able to break away without that Eight of Cups and move on, right? You're getting there for sure. Wow, this Seven of Swords energy, my friend, it's intense. It's intense. Yeah, this tower, hopefully, like I'm hearing, like this tower can't come quick enough. And hopefully what that will do is shake the foundation a little bit between the two of you here so that you can take some breathing room, because right now I feel suffocated, like I cannot breathe. And so I can only imagine your struggle with this energy here. You can move on. You can figure this out, right? You are figuring it out. You're starting to figure it out here with whatever this is. And you're hatching your plan, which is what I like to see. Virgo, you got this. You got this. You are very discerning. You really are. And this person, I feel like you've allowed into your inner circle. You've given. And now it's time, right? Now it's time to say goodbye. This is what I have for you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I wish you all the best this week. And always, I'm sending you love and light, my friend. Okay? We'll see you next time. You take care. Libra, let's get right into it and see what we can see for the week of February 2nd. Alrighty. So a new perspective here with regard to how you show up, how you interact. King of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, the Magician. So I'm definitely getting some fatigue and some exhaustion here. Perhaps we're trying to muster our way out of this here. Five of Wands showing up again. The Moon. flying. There you are. Let's get some more clarifiers here. Ace of Swords. Interesting. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm hearing you're trying to find balance. You're trying to find balance, and perhaps this new perspective or showing up in a different way, observing your social circle from a different perspective, is a way that you're trying to do that. I don't know if you heard that crow, but the crow is speaking. Yeah, you're focused on the long term here, and it feels like, yeah, you're trying to show up differently, perhaps, like I said, with a new perspective here. And I'm feeling that's a little bit challenging for you. There's no pentacles on the board except for that King of Pentacles. So I'm wondering how grounded this week we really are. And if whatever we're trying to initiate, whatever perspective we're trying to step into, it feels like it's a bit of a challenge this week. So it feels like whatever this new perspective is, we've just started it, right? And that does make sense because that Ten of Pentacles that we had as the universal message a couple weeks ago has been lingering, right? A lot of the signs have been showing me that they've had a bit of a hard time closing out that loop. And Libra, from what I see here, it feels like you are no different. Coming into your clarifiers here, we do have that Five of Wands, the Moon, Justice, Ace of Swords in the reverse, the Sun, Three of Cups, and of course that Queen of Cups rounding us out here. Yeah, it just feels like you're trying to muster through. There is a little bit of this like fantasy land, reality versus expectations, which I know that at least the Libra that I read for, that always seems to be a little bit of a battle here. Just wondering why that Ace of Swords is at the heart of your reading and you're not feeling it. Like, I'm wondering if you're not feeling yourself here. And I feel like that might be the intention, which is why we're having such a struggle here. Yeah, it just feels like things are inverted a little bit. Like whatever this dynamic is, it feels starkly different from how you have approached your social circle, or how how you viewed maybe even yourself within social circles in the past. It just feels very new and very foreign, what we're focusing on here. And it feels like, Libra, you're a little bit out of your element, right? So we're kind of grasping, but we're grasping because we're trying to find our footing, right? And perhaps we have this idea of what we're trying to accomplish, but we haven't found stable footing yet, so we can only rely on what our expectation is for ourselves regarding this particular setting here. And with that Sun, that Three of Cups, and that Queen of Cups there, it's like we want to feel good, we want to feel joy, we want to feel excited, and I get that vibe from you, as well as a little bit of an unknown thing, which is why we're kind of testing it out. Right? You're testing the waters here with something for sure. And I kind of get this vibe of like, we're really done getting this, like, we're done feeling like we're not enough. We're done feeling like we're incomplete, I'm hearing. Okay. Eight of Cups. Yeah. Queen of Swords. So just again, this idea of stepping into a new perspective here. With that Queen of Swords, it does speak on, yes, your growing and changing and all of that fun stuff, which is great. But she typically does pop up when we experience some discomfort and had a little bit of a hard lesson come through. And with that cups, I'm seeing that, right? We're freshly off of this 10 of cups ending here. You've walked away. You're stepping into something very new. Perhaps you're very green in this environment here, and it's taking a while for you to find your footing. Okay. But you have your focus, right? You know what your goal is. You're moving towards that, and you're trying to enjoy it as much as you can. And, you know, that's all we can do, Libra. That's what I have for you as we head into the week of February 2nd. I wish you all the best, and we'll see you next time. You take care. Aquarius, how you doing? Let's jump right in here and see what we can see for the week of February 2nd. Also, happy birthday. Do me a favor, shoot me in the comments what you plan on doing if your birthday is this week, how you plan on celebrating. Alrighty, 4 of Pentacles. You're keeping everything close to the vest is what I heard as soon as that popped out. We're keeping it close to the vest. A little bit of a tower moment happening for you. I feel like, Aquarius, we knew that this was coming. And I feel like you were preparing yourself for this. Keeping everything close to the vest. I do remember a couple, like we were just playing it conservative. We were strategizing. And here we are coming to the pinnacle of all of that kind of work and preparation here that you were doing. Strength popping out. Knight of Wands. Interesting. So, and if I do recall, there's been this 7 of Swords energy, Aquarius, that has been kind of coming for you. And this feels a little bit like that. 2, 4, 6. Let's get one more for Aquarius. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So the good news is it feels like whatever we were trying to close out a couple weeks ago, we're coming to an end. And hopefully this tower moment, even if it is a little bit challenging and it might be a little bit of a blowout here, the good news is that it looks like we're coming to a close as this week closes out. So that's really nice to see. There is that 7 of Swords. I had a feeling he was here somewhere. So I'm happy. I'm not happy that he's here. Don't get me wrong, but I'm happy that he's not showing up in your clarifiers. So I'm wondering if this tower is not related to that 7 of Swords and kind of shaking it and moving it away from you, or at least if this energy is something that you have to deal with, you know, on a weekly basis or something like that. Their presence is a little bit less this week, which I'm happy to hear about. And hopefully they make like a slow exit. You know what I mean? Coming into your clarifiers here, Aquarius, we've got the Strength, the Knight of Wands in reverse, 4 of Wands, Page of Cups, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Death, and the World. So this energy, despite him not being present in your clarifiers, very much is present here, right? With that 9 of Wands in reverse, I'm sensing anger, I'm sensing temper, I'm sensing you know, feeling really passionate about holding your ground. Okay, so this feels like you here, you're kind of saying enough is enough. And I'm wondering if that kind of it kind of is the catalyst that sparks this tower moment, right? And I'm wondering if that even catches you off guard, that you have this, like, because we're in this idea of, oh, I want to protect, I want to keep everything close to the vest. I've been strategizing, right? I've been looking good. I've been figuring out how to maneuver around this energy, right? Not let it get the best of me. And then comes this Knight of Swords, and it's kind of like, ooh, someone's losing their temper here, right? Because it does feel like enough is enough. This does feel like your energy, Aquarius, although reverse it if that resonates more for you. Either way, you're protecting, you feel like you need to protect what's yours, and that's what I'm getting from here. Okay, coming into this second piece here with that Page of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Whoever this is, whatever energy this is, they are not a fan of you, Aquarius. That much is clear. And they are trying to unseat you, is what I'm hearing. They're trying to shake your confidence. They're trying to shake you up. And whatever this reaction is, that like if you you know, end up blowing your top or releasing a little bit of that anger, right? It's almost like they wanted that to happen. Okay, so what I would say is like, just don't give them the satisfaction. I think you realize that they're pushing, right? They're definitely pushing your buttons here. And it's like, we know better. We know better. We see this guy coming. We see this energy for what it is, right? And if we let our temper get the best of us, we let our emotions get the best of us, how do we come back to center? How do we take accountability for that so that we continue to move forward and finally put this behind us, right? Whatever this is, it does, with that death in that world, it is changing some aspect of you, Aquarius. Definitely does feel like a test for sure. Like, yeah, and it feels like like, I just hear you, like, we've prepared for this. We're expecting this. We know this. Like, this is not a surprise for you, Aquarius. It's just a matter of, I think what surprises you is that energy of, we just kind of have a moment where we blow our top a little bit. And then that Two of Pentacles, Ten of Wands universal message. How do we come back to strategizing, playing chess, right? How do we recover from this energy is what I'm feeling, because it really is like, we got to protect what's ours. And we are not giving an inch more to this energy here. Very interesting. Very interesting. Thank you. Ten of Pentacles. Yep. Let's be done. Let's be done. We learned our lesson. We're done with this. Let's move on. I'm definitely getting that vibe here. With the Ten of Pentacles, that does also hint at some sort of success. Okay, so hopefully with this Tower moment, and despite whatever kind of passions are blowing up with this Knight of Wands in reverse, I am getting this idea of we're closing a cycle, and it's beneficial to you in some way. Could be monetary, you know, could be that we're kind of putting this behind us, but I would say expect to see this in a tangible way in your physical landscape, okay, as the week comes to a close. Aquarius, this is what I have for you. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a dramatic birthday week. This is what I have for you. You got this. You know you do. It's just, you know, sometimes we get bested a little bit, and it just feels like that. But come back to it. Come back to yourself. Don't give an inch. Okay? Thank you so much for checking in. I always love reading for you. We'll see you next time. You take care. Gemini, how are you? Let's jump right in and see what we can see for the week of February 2nd, please. Thank you. Sun in reverse, Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. You're too busy working to really, yeah. You got a lot on your plate, I feel, Gemini, and you're too busy working to really see big picture here. We're focusing on the details of everything. You're like, there's no time to rest. That's what I'm feeling. There's no time to rest. You are cooking in that kitchen, my friend. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers for Gemini. Okay. You are focused. Interesting. High Priestess. All right. All right. Huh. Okay. One more, please, for Gemini. Thank you. Wow. Okay. I like this. Knight of Wands, High Priestess, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles in the reverse with that Knight of Cups, Page of Swords in the shadow here. Yeah, you are busy, my friend. But the good news is that you are listening to yourself. You are listening to your intuition and you are focused. I love to see that. You're like, does it serve me? Does this serve me? You're putting yourself first, making yourself your priority here, and having some success with that in a tangible way in your physical environment. Okay. So things, how this would look is accomplishing a goal. You know, some sort of, I wouldn't say it could be a promotion. Okay. It could be something smaller than that, being recognized, like employee of the month or something like that, right? Where there's something that the universe is extending to you as a confirmation that you're doing what you need to do because you're so focused, like some sort of little reward or incentive to keep you going down this path. Gemini is what I'm seeing here, okay? And then we pump into that Four of Pentacles in reverse. So it's interesting because with this Eight of Pentacles energy and the Sun in reverse, it's kind of like, no, we don't have time. We're busy working. Like you're working your butt off here is what I'm seeing, Gemini, right? And typically when we're in that zone that you are in, I don't want to waste anything. I can't spare anything. I can't bear to lose anything. I'm too busy working, right? I'm too busy on my grind. You don't have that. You're not presenting that to me. You seem to be very open to how things are going and how things are flowing. So yes, you're working. Yes, you're busy grinding it out, but you're not hoarding anything by any means. You're still open to receiving the gifts from the universe, which is why the universe is providing that to you, providing some sort of confirmation to say, yes, you're on the right track, keep going. So we might not have that Sun, but that's okay because you're busy working and you're listening to yourself, listening to what you need, keeping yourself focused on your path and open to changing up your priorities, how do I say that? You're open to pivoting if it's required. Gemini. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Two of Cups, Six of Cups here. Have you met someone? Or reconnected with someone? I am getting that some of you have reconnected with somebody from your past has shown up recently, and you're talking through some things. And that might be playing a part, right? This idea of we're open to things, so the universe is opening this door for you. Interesting. I like it. Yes, you're juggling a lot of things, but you're busy because you're busy grinding it out, but you're still open to pivoting if the need arises. Love this. Gemini, you're looking great. This is what I have for you as we head into the first week of February. Oh my goodness, time is flying. I wish you all the best today and always. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Take care. Cancer, how you doing? Let's jump right into your reading and see what we can see for... All right. Oh, there you are. There you are, soaking up the sun. Okay, Two of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. You are really juggling. You are really juggling. We've got the Chariot, the Sun, Ten of Cups, the World. Interesting. Yeah, how do we feel good? How do we move forward feeling good, feeling light, feeling loved, I'm hearing. Alrighty, let's get into it. Wands, Hierophant, okay. Tell me more, tell me more. Okay. Huh. We see all that? We certainly do. I feel like you're learning some things. You are trying hard to be in the present moment. You're learning some things. Some new information has come to your attention, has come to light, and you are not very happy about it. Okay? That's what I'm seeing in your shadow there. Coming into your clarifiers, we have the Three of Wands, the Hierophant, the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Hermit, Ace of Pentacles, Temperance. I am seeing a little bit of an escalation here, right? Moving through some cycle, moving through some pattern. It could just be even moving through your week. Yeah, it feels like a challenge for you, Cancer. I'm not gonna lie. It just feels like a little bit of a struggle here. And with that Hierophant energy, it feels like you're very all or nothing about whatever this information is, about whatever your approach is to this. And it becomes very tiresome very quickly. It's almost like you overexert yourself very quickly this week here. And then we're kind of like, okay, whoa, this is not sustainable. We need to figure out how to come at this from a different angle here. We got to figure out some other solution here. So then I feel you kind of pivoting and you're like, okay, yeah, this makes more sense. Okay, yeah, this feels better. So yeah, feel like you're definitely taking on too much here for sure at the start of your week. And then you close out that week kind of a little bit more in balance, a little bit more in harmony. With that Ace of Pentacles, it feels like there's some sort of gift that the universe is trying to present to you to say, okay, this can be a little bit easier than what you're kind of taking it on as. And I feel like it does have to do a little bit with that all or nothing approach. Like there's no gray area. There's no in between. And perhaps we should explore how we get to that middle ground. What can we delegate? What can we put off till next week? Is there somebody else that can look after this for us, right? Because it feels like your plate is full and it doesn't need to be. Okay. Yeah, juggling. We're juggling it out for sure. There are no cups here, Cancer. Not a single cup on this board, no water, except for that Temperance, right? So it could be that as you close out the week, you're feeling a little bit more comfortable, right? It just feels like the start of the week is not so bueno for you, Cancer. But we rounded out really well. I'm curious about what information that is, though. And I'm wondering if that kind of plays into here or if that's just a secondary plot that Spirit is saying. You're working hard. You're probably going to get some information you're not going to like. And it might or might not affect how your week closes. Two of Swords. So we're full of twos here. And Two of Cups. Interesting. So we've got the 1, 2, 3. Do we have... Nope, no Two of Wands. Let's check our twos. We're going to check. 3 twos. Security. Okay. That could be the focal point for you this week, right? Why we're taking on so much, and then we kind of realize, okay, wait, we've been down this way before. We've burned out this way in past, and we're kind of like, no, we cannot do this. We cannot do this. And how funny, I said there were no cups on this board, and the Two of Cups. You're like, really? Really? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Take it easy this week. Just be mindful of how you expend your energy, okay? And what you're giving your attention to. Yeah, I am just kind of be careful of injury this week. Cancer. Be careful of injury, overextending yourself to injury. It could be even that is what that news is, or that is what kind of has us slow down. Alrighty. That's what I have for you already as we head into this first week of February. I said it and I can't believe it. I wish you all the best today and always, and just slow it down a little bit. Okay. You got this, Cancer. We'll see you next time. Take care. Scorpio. Hello. Let's see what February 2nd to the 8th has in store for you. Page of Cups, a gift, a peace offering. I heard peace offering for some of you. Interesting. Collaborative. Working hand in hand. Interesting. Well, they do say teamwork makes the dream work, Scorpio. So, Yeah, I knew something fell. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay. All right. I'm still getting that. A peace offering. I'm not. With that 7 of Swords showing up in the shadow, judgment. I'm hoping you see this energy for what it is here. And I'm hoping that whatever this peace offering is, whoever this is that's presenting that is true on their word. We have the 3 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man in reverse, 5 of Wands, King of Wands, 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords, and that Knight of Cups. Very quickly, I am just going to look at double sixes. Irritability. I feel that. I feel that. And I'm wondering if that's this energy here. Perhaps somebody is trying to offer you a gift and this energy is trying to sabotage it. But again, we see it for what it is. And with that 3 of Cups that's showing up there, it's kind of like, no. You're trying to interject here. You're trying to sabotage whatever's happening here. You're like, Scorpio, you're like, no. This is an A and B conversation so you can see yourself out. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, no, there's no time. I do not care. I genuinely do not care. So hopefully this energy is not successful in sabotaging here because this feels nice. Hanged Man in reverse. It's like we've sat on the fence for so long. Regarding this, we're done. We're now moving forward. This feels kind of like a now or never kind of like, forgive me, but like a shit or get off the pot kind of scenario here. With that Hanged Man energy, it feels like you're... I wonder if somebody's doing you the favor of supporting your movement. Because this energy doesn't feel like yours. It feels like you have been the charge, especially with that Six of Wands universal message. Like you have been trying to move forward here and get people to like rally the crowd, rally the people in support. And it feels like this is the week where that is starting to gain a little bit of momentum here. All of your hard work in trying to talk with these people, trying to push them forward in a way that you feel is positive for them to inspire change. It feels you gain a little bit of that momentum this week, and perhaps that gift is that people are more on board than they have been. And this person is kind of in the sidelines watching you gain momentum and not very happy about it, but c'est la vie, you know what I mean? They're not a part of this. They're not a part of this energy for a reason here. You're not speaking to them. All they can do is really like stand by and watch. And you're like, I'm moving on. It's frustrating that it took this long, but we're moving on. And we finally got some momentum here. And again, still showing up that Knight of Cups energy. You're operating from a strong center, which is clear, but you're also still showing me that you're leading the charge. You are moving forward. And people are following. So you're leading by example here. I'm feeling that as well. And whatever this is helps tip the scales in your favor, Scorpio. I will say that. But you have your hands full, and I think you know that. What's going on here? I think you know that. But this does feel like a win for you. Any final thoughts here? Any final thoughts? Thank you. Wheel of Fortune. 8 of Cups. Yep. So, yep. 7 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Again, this idea of we're walking forward. Yeah. You might even be walking away. And by walking away, you're inspiring others to do the same. Okay? Wheel of Fortune. This is a karmic loop. It's a karmic loop. There's a major lesson that is coming through here for you. Okay? And I think you know that. I think you know that. Right? Got to lighten your load a little bit. And hopefully this gift, hopefully, you know, move forward. 7 of Cups, I see that as a good thing actually in your shadow here. This feels good. This feels good. And it feels like whatever this energy is here, it's not touching that gift. It's not touching what's being offered to you. And hopefully it lightens your load in some way, Scorpio, okay? So what I have for you as we head into the February, as we head into the February, this is what I have for you. Words are hard. Monthlies are posted, so if you want to take a look at that, those are posted as well. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you today and always. We'll see you next time. Take care. Pisces, hello, hello. Let's jump right in. Okay, that was very quick. 6 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, the Star. 4 of Cups, 2 of Wands. Find your happy place, Pisces. Find your happy place. The time is now. Focus on you. What do you want? What makes you feel good? What are you working towards? What do you, what is important to you? Right? What are you willing to take a stand for? Take control. Hanged Man. Let's see. The Sun. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. This feels like a bit of a pivotal week here for you, Pisces. One more, please. Look at all this major arcana coming on the board here. I was going to say, if it's another major arcana card, I'm going to, like, hold the phone. Okay. Let's see here. We've got that King of Wands, Hanged Man, the Sun, Strength, 8 of Pentacles, Temperance, and 7 of Cups here with that 3 of Pentacles. Yes. Yes. Yeah, you're tired. I get that. It's, you know, I feel like of the signs starting 2026, Pisces, you have not had the easiest January. I will say that. February's monthlies are posted, so if you want to go and take a look at what the major issue is that you are facing as we head into February, that will give you some clarity on that. But I get it. You're tired, right? It's been kind of an uphill battle for you, Pisces. And it feels like this week is all about taking back control and showing up for yourself, right? Asking yourself those hard questions, or not even those hard questions, but this idea of kind of discovering yourself and recommitting to who you are, right? What are you passionate about? What makes you excited to get up and out of bed in the morning? What are your goals, right? And really taking that time to discover the answers to those questions and bring clarity to where you stand, right? And further, what you stand for, okay? Working hard on finding that balance. Working hard on figuring out where it is that you want to go. Because sometimes when we have no... it's like we could be overwhelmed by choice, and that might be what's happening for you here. Where do we go? Oh, there's so many options right now that we've freed up this loop that we've closed out, right? Yes, you're still juggling. Yes, you're still maneuvering, but it feels like what you're juggling here with that 2 of Pentacles universal message is, who do I want to be? Where do I want to be 10 years down the road, 5 years down the road, even so far as, you know, the end of 2026? Do I even want to be in the same area that I am now? Do I want to move, right? And I see some of you even considering that. If I'm not going to stay here, where am I going to go? Right? And sometimes those options can be overwhelming when we have so much option and choice available. So I feel like there might be a component of that, Pisces, where we're a little bit overwhelmed by that, because it feels like you see that the possibilities are endless for you because you're on this path of rediscovery, right? And so that really is quite beautiful. Don't allow that abundance of choice to paralyze you, right? Keep it moving, so that you can discover who you are, what you stand for, right? It's a beautiful process of evolution here that I'm seeing for you, like that leveling up. For a lot of you Pisces, I get this idea that you are raising your frequency on some point here, and that's really lovely. You're working on yourself, right? 8 of Pentacles here. Again, you're hard at work focusing on who you are, who you want to be, and where you're headed. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful energy for you, Pisces. I love this. Ace of Pentacles in the shadow as well. Perhaps some new opportunity is coming your way that encourages you to keep on down this path. Keep on down this path of finding your balance, finding your harmony. And it feels like whatever this Ace of Pentacles opportunity is, it's confirmation, right? That you need, feels like perfectly timed to cut the anxiety that goes along with, oh my God, you're telling me my lease is up in April and I can move anywhere I want. My contract at work is coming to a close in April and I can do anything I want. What do I want, right? And so that overwhelming choice, it feels like whatever this Ace of Pentacles is coming in at a really nicely timed point to help you narrow that choice and reaffirm for you, Pisces, that you're on the right track, right? Oh, I love this beautiful energy for you, and I'm really happy to see it. I really am, Pisces. This is lovely. What a beautiful reading to end the week on. Wow. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm so happy how this week is shaping up for you. I appreciate you today and always. We'll see you next time. You take care.